Valentine's Day is a commemoration of both love and St. Valentine. St. Valentine was known for courtly love, which is nobly and chivalrously expressing love for one another. Now, this type of love is epitomized to me in the romance of Romeo and Juliet. The Shakespearean drama captures that type of love I imagine St. Valentine was very well known for. That said, this is one type of love. Christian authors write profusely on the topic, and today I'd like to focus on C.S. Lewis, who talks about 4 ways in this book, The 4 Loves, of expressing love. He speaks first about affection and then about eros, of which he talks of their overlap and moves to this quote. Again, both these loves tend, and it embarrasses many moderns, to use a little language or baby talk. And this is not peculiar to the human species. Professor Lorenz has told us that when jackdaws are amorous, their calls consist chiefly of infantile sounds, reserved by jackdaws for these occasions. We and the birds have the same excuse. Different sorts of tenderness are both tenderness, and the language of the earliest tenderness we have ever known is recalled to do duty for the new sort. Lewis talks about the way birds express love for one another as similar to that of which humans express love for one another, and I think it's really interesting to see God's creatures express love in silly but similar ways. That said, I think 4 loves is cutting it short. I'd like to talk about 3 other types of love, namely represented in the Bible, the first being Hesed, or the steadfast love, which is often understood to be God's love for creation. Secondarily, Ahav, which is love between humans. And thirdly, agape, which is a New Testament Greek word used to describe unconditional love. Now, with these biblical terms, we have, particularly with Hesed and agape, both unfailing, steadfast love and unconditional love, which is a testimony to God's love, which is unfailing and unconditional. So, as we look to Valentine's Day, I think it's really nice to take a pause and look at the way in which God loves us unconditionally and steadfastly. So, with that said, I just want to share this little message. It applies to all of us. Also, I want to do a little quick devotional thing I learned from Shiva Ray in her Radiant Heart yoga DVD, which is one of my favorites. All you do is take your hands, place them on your heart, circle the heart 300 times in a clockwise rotation, and you can kind of center yourself on your heart. I think it's a really good prayerful exercise to take some time, center on the heart, think about the way God loves you. Next, I want to show you how to make a little prayer wheel, which is really rad. All you do is take a heart and you can write somebody's name and then write your prayer for them. Take a little hole punch, punch the corner, and once you punch the corner, take a little ribbon and string it as far down as you want it to go, and once you've strung it, you can tie a knot, and then you have extra ribbon to keep doing that. Now, that one's like short and sweet. The more you do it, the more you will have something that looks like this. And they will hopefully have prayers for all your loved ones on there, so you can have a little Valentine's Day prayer wheel. Anyway, peace and love.